No, maybe, kinda, might be. Well, anyway, if you can see it, this is Stash. Okay, this is what you see when you first log in on the computer, and it has your total portfolio value right here. I've put $235 in, and I've gained $3 so far. It was up to $7.98 to one point in time, but you know, market fluctuations. It says you're outdated. Alright, well, I'll still keep getting, you can keep texting, I'll get your text messages. But, yeah. So, you can set up auto investing. I don't do that. I'd rather just put my own money in as opposed to it coming out on its own. But, here you go. You hit invest, and then you have the different ETFs. Like this is an ETF. Its current value $5.23. No, that's how much I have in it. Sorry, I've invested $5 in it, and I've gained 23 cents off of it. But if you look at it, you click it, and it'll tell you who's in it. There's Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, JP Morgan Chase, Berkshire Hathaway, which is what's his name? Oh God, what is his name? Can't think of his name. Warren Buffett, Johnson & Johnson, ExxonMobil, and then these two are different things, but they're both Google, because Google is owned by Alphabet. So, and then you can see its performance as it has been the last couple years, like October 2008, and you can see its performance as it's going. So, had you invested on 1/6/2012, it'll cost you $44. That $44 would have been $98 by now. You know, or if you invested, you know, $22, it would have been half of $98. Because, you know, with this you can do fractional shares, which is awesome. But you can see the performance, like the last price it was $95.35. It went down 0.069% today, but for this entire year, it's gone up 3.92%. So that lets you know how it's been performing. Then you have other ones like Global Citizen, American Innovators. Like I also have American Innovators, as you can see. I've invested $10.01, and I've got set $10.73 in it. And it's you know, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Google, Visa, Intel, Cisco, Oracle, MasterCard. And you can see its performance and how it's been performing in just the last 10 years, just the last 5 years. And then since it's actually been created, this is what it looks like. Now remember, you can do fractional shares, so you don't have to put $182.72 in there, which makes it a lot worth it for people that just, you know, starting. It also shows your risk level here. Now the risk level is, you know, the higher the risk, the more potential returns, as well as the more potential loss. You know, and if you ever go on a something like Thinkorswim or Yahoo Finance or anything like that, and you want to look it up, this is the ticker symbol that you would look up. And then you have a dividend yield, so every quarter or once a year, they'll give you 0.88% of your total investment for each share that you have. So that's another way of generating income by investing. But there's literally a crap ton of ETFs, you know, conservative mix, moderate mix, aggressive mix, roll with Buffett. There's a Data Defenders, Equality Works, and I have like $75 in Internet Titans. And Copy the Experts, Clean Green, Defending America. Defending America has some stuff like Boeing and different technologies like that. And each one has its own different mix of companies. As you can see, you can roll into Enjoy Yourself. These are different vacation style, like resorts, Delta Air, Continental, Wynn Resorts, and so on and so forth. And each one shows you the risk level, the ticker symbol, and if they do pay dividends, it'll show it there. And again, they'll give you 1.02% of each share that you have at that time when they pay out the dividends. Again, you can see the performance, where the last price it was, how it performed in the day. Like this one today, it dropped 0.58%. Year to date change, so since the start of the year, it's gone up 4.48%. So, if you put $100 in, you would have gained $4.48 so far. That's not bad for a couple of months when you got a couple in. Investing isn't a get-rich-quick thing. It's going to take some time to do it. But, yeah. And then you also have the individual stocks. Let's see if I can find them. Oh, yeah, Robots Rising. Where'd it go? I know I just saw it. Robots Rising. I'm invested in Robots Rising too. And this one has a bunch of different robotic tech companies. I thought that's pretty cool, so I had to invest in it. Let me see if we can find there's the individual stocks. Yeah. So if you want to invest in an individual stock, say you did want a piece of Apple, to invest in Apple, you can do that. Apple pays a 1.39% dividend. It is an aggressive stock, so every time Apple goes down $1, up $1, you really do feel it, because individual stocks are considered aggressive investments. So, like I said, the good thing with Stash is if you don't have $179.97 to buy one share of Apple, you can buy $5 worth. And granted, your gains and losses will reflect accordingly to the percentage you have of an actual stock. But, like I said, see the performance, 5 years, 10 years, lifetime, and you can see how it's performed. And, you can see since 2004, they have just been skyrocketing. And they also have Amazon, Walt Disney, Facebook, Google as an individual stock, GE, General Electric. They are tanking right now, so GE isn't a good investment at the moment. They're selling off a lot of their conglomerate. But Microsoft, Nvidia, Netflix, Walmart, Alibaba, Boeing, Cisco, Exxon, Home Depot, Nike, Snapchat, Starbucks, Coca-Cola, and Johnson & Johnson. So if there's been steadily adding more. They just started with the couple of them. They started with the big boys that you saw up top. It was Apple, Amazon, Disney, Facebook, Alphabet, GE, and Microsoft. And then they added Netflix and Nvidia, Walmart, and they added those. But you can invest and make some money. Like I said, here's my profile right here. So look at my profile. I have $63 unused right now, $5.34 in unsettled funds, which means, like I told you, I was consolidating by selling off some so I can add more into other ones. So it takes 2 or 3 days for it to settle, and then you can put it into another stock or ETF. But, here's how much I have on Netflix. Here's how much I have on Amazon. I've gained 2.6% on Amazon. Internet Titans, I put $30 in. I've got $31.39 in. It's a gain of 4.63%. I've got 5.63% here, 7.24% here. I've lost 0.62% here, lost 0.85% on Data Defenders. Rolling with Buffett, which is simply just Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett's thing. Gained 2.37%. And this is medical marijuana. So if you can go in there, you want to look at, the different companies that are in this medical marijuana thing. You got Kronos Group, Canopy, I think that's Canopy Growth, Aurora Cannabis. You got all these different stocks, and they tell you the percentage of the ETF, what percent of each one's holding is. So this one has 10.78% of the ETF. So, and it'll tell you its performance, its lifetime performance. It hasn't been alive that long, but you can see how volatile it is. But as more states and stuff start authorizing medical marijuana, I and a lot of other people believe this is going to start taking off. So that might actually be a good thing to do if you throw a large chunk in and let it sit for a while. But for the beginning investor, I wouldn't think that's going to actually give enough returns in fast enough, you know, even though investing is considered a long-term thing. You know, you're just broadcasting everywhere. But I think it's really great, and you know, like say you can set it up for it can automatically invest for you every month or every week. But I personally don't like to do that. I'd rather do it on my own, you know, put the money in on my own. But I think Stash is a really good thing, and I'm really excited when I started using it. I've only been doing it for 2-3 weeks or something like that, and I'm excited for the potential that it could hold, you know, the returns that I can get from it. Stash is a great way to invest in your future, you know, to make even a little bit of money you might have now grow into potentially, you know, 5 times more in the future. So I think it's great, you know, and I believe my link to the Stash account, so you can get $5 if you use my link. You'd get $5, and I would get $5 for you using my link, and I put that into the description of the video. So if you do that, you get $5 to supplement, and it'll also help me out. But, you know, giving full disclosure, once you start, you can put in as little as $5 just to get everything started. And then once you get started, it'll take a little bit of time for them to verify everything, and then they'll give you the $5 for using my link. Unfortunately, it's not an instant thing. It does take a couple days for you to get the $5 for using the link. But I don't know if you have any questions or anything, but I think I went over everything in here without exposing any of my personal information. But other than that, that's pretty much all there really is to Stash. It's very simple. You can go through, you can look at each one of the ETFs, see how you feel about what's in them. You can look at, you know, conservative means, you know, it doesn't really move that much. It's not very volatile. So it doesn't make any strong moves up. It doesn't make any strong moves down. It's a pretty safe stock to be in, you know. But like I said, just look at the performance of it, see how you like it. Like, okay, you know, 2009 it started at $24, and you know, 9 years later it's just hitting $36. So $12 in 9 years. You got to determine if that's something that's, you know, worth it for you, you know. But okay, good. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. It's a very simple thing to get everything going, investing in your future and stuff, you know. But like I said, tell your friends, show them this link to this video, you know, explain it. If they have any questions, anything, you know, you can have them reach out to me personally. I don't care, you know, and have them do it. You know, if you use my link, you get $5, I get $5, and then from there on, you know, have them use your link. You know, so that way you get $5 and they get $5 when they sign up. Or if you're feeling generous, you can give them my link too. You know? I'm just messing with you. But alright, so that's pretty much all of it. Alright, so I'm going to end this here.